Hey, what up? It's Brad with Home Love Construction, and today I'm going to answer the most commonly asked remodeling question ever in the eyes of Google. So what I'm about to do is type into Google, should I remodel my kitchen? Boom, that's the first one that comes up. So the question is, should I remodel my kitchen? Well, that question is a hard one for me to answer because I don't know your specific situation. And so to a large extent, the answer for many of you is going to be it depends. But I'll flesh out what that depends on. So the first question is, what do your counters look like? Are your counters laminate or are they granite? A lot of people can get a huge facelift to their kitchen and a huge value boost to their home by simply doing a countertop replacement with a backsplash replacement. Now, here at Home Love Construction, that's actually not even something that we would necessarily take on. The next question, beyond what does your countertop look like? And that's a very simple remodel, by the way. To replace the countertops in most kitchens, you're gonna be anywhere from $3,000, maybe up to $5,000 or $6,000. If you really have a big kitchen and you have a big island, it really goes based on the number of slabs of granite that you need to get, or quartz potentially. A lot of people do quartz now. And then most fabricators also charge a per square foot fabrication cost. That could be anywhere from $30 to $50 a square foot, depending on what kind of edge you do. Do you do a laminated edge where it's bigger? All that stuff plays into it. Now, to the should I remodel my kitchen question, the second question I would ask is, does your kitchen fit your lifestyle? And so what I mean by that is, if you're a person who likes to entertain people, and legitimately you have guests over at your house, you're constantly being the host to different people, and you're being the person who likes to cook for a large family, it makes sense to have a kitchen that's set up for a really good food prep and very simple flow as far as the triangle between your sink, your refrigerator, and your stove or your range or whatever you have set up. Then the other thing you want to consider is, do people have a lot of standing room, or do they have a place to gather around, like a nice big island with seating on the side of it, or a big peninsula alternatively with seating on one side of it, or maybe even a bar top? Those are some really good options. So if your kitchen does not fit your lifestyle, absolutely yes, you should remodel it. Make sure that your habits fit what you're spending your money on. That would be my personal advice to you, and I think most other remodeling contractors would agree with that, is that it doesn't make sense to spend the money unless you're going to get adequate lifetime use out of your kitchen. Now, a follow-on question that naturally is gonna come is, what's the cost? That's always a huge, I bet if I typed in what's the cost of, or if I type in kitchen remodel and I went into Google alternatives, I would find that kitchen remodel cost is one of the most commonly searched phrases around kitchen remodel. So to answer the question, most kitchens start at around $20,000 to $25,000. That's the base model for most kitchens that you're gonna see in say a 2,000 to 3,000 square foot home. You're typically gonna have maybe anywhere from 80 to 120, 130 square feet in your kitchen. And depending on how far you go, I've seen kitchens easily get up into the $80,000, $100,000, $150,000 range. If you do things like custom cabinets, if you get really crazy with your countertops, if you do laminated edges on your countertops, if you go nuts with Wolf appliances and stuff like that, you can really push the cost up. But it doesn't have to be that you spend $100,000 in your kitchen. But in most kitchens, you're gonna spend around at least $25,000. I think most of the kitchens that we go in and bid in kind of the Trinity area, they tend to be those 25 grand kitchens. Most people want to add an island. We're moving some plumbing, stuff like that. We've seen a couple kitchens that get a little bit under 20, but at that point you get into job minimums, like the plumber has to get paid a minimum price to come out, so does the electrician, the drywall guy, so on and so forth. So if you're interested in updating your kitchen, you're thinking about doing a remodel, and you want to know, should I do a kitchen remodel, and you live in our area, we serve the greater Tampa Bay area, I'd love to hear from you. You can email us at homeloveconstruction@gmail.com. On top of that, I'd love to hear your questions. If you have remodeling questions, feel free to email them to homeloveconstruction@gmail.com. I'll get on here, I'll answer them, I'll do a screen share if I have to, and we'll get your questions answered. Again, homeloveconstruction@gmail.com. Send us your questions. Thank you for watching. Peace. Since you got to the end, I'm guessing you liked the video.
That's because we don't just whip out an iPhone and start filming. We work extremely hard to get the narrative flow just right. In fact, a lot of local businesses have started hiring Home Love Media to make videos for them. One of our recent client videos just eclipsed 10,000 views on Facebook, and there were no cats, memes, or dancing men anywhere to be found. So if you want to find out how we can work with you to make a client video for your business, email us at homelovemedia@gmail.com.